My father-in-law secretly did a DNA test on my 3 kids using himself as the baseline. The results showed none of them were his blood. But when they dug deeper, the truth shattered everything my husband wasn't his biological son. I found out about all of this 2 weeks ago. In my marriage, my whole family hasn't been the same since. To give some context, my father-in-law, Robert, has never liked me. From the very first time I met him, he made it clear I wasn't good enough for his son, Daniel. I didn't come from money, didn't have a fancy degree, and wasn't from their kind of circle. But Daniel loved me anyway, and we built a good life together. 3 beautiful kids, a small house, a simple but happy family. Robert, though, always found ways to belittle me. Subtle digs, snide remarks, little comments about how the kids didn't look much like the family. I used to laugh it off. Daniel would defend me, but his dad was relentless. Then a few months ago, Robert stopped visiting altogether. We didn't think much of it, he's always been temperamental. But apparently, during that time, he secretly took toothbrushes from our house mine, Daniel's and our kids'. He used them for DNA testing, without anyone's knowledge. Last month, he called Daniel over to his house. When Daniel came home that evening, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. He told me his father had accused me of cheating, said that none of our children were biologically Daniel's. I laughed at first because it was insane. I've never cheated on my husband. But then Daniel showed me the DNA report his father had printed out. 3 children, 0 biological match. According to the test, none of them were Robert's bloodline. Daniel didn't want to believe it, but you could see the doubt in his eyes. His father had planted it perfectly. That night, I slept alone. The next day, I went straight to a private lab with Daniel. I told them I wanted a full paternity test this time using Daniel's DNA directly, not his father's. The results came in a week later. Every single child was 99.9% his. I thought that would end it. I thought Robert would finally apologize. But what came next turned everything upside down. When Daniel confronted his father with the results, Robert refused to back down. Instead, he said, "That's impossible. If they're his, then something's wrong with my DNA." He went for another test himself, a full genetic analysis. And that's when the truth came out. Robert isn't Daniel's biological father. Apparently, decades ago, Daniel's mother had an affair. She never told anyone. Robert raised Daniel his entire life, believing he was his son. And when the results came back showing no genetic connection, it destroyed him. The man who'd accused me of betrayal had been living a lie of his own. Now Robert won't speak to anyone. He's humiliated, angry, and refuses to accept the truth. Daniel is torn. He loves the man who raised him, but he's also furious that Robert's hatred almost broke our marriage. As for me, I don't even know how to feel. I'm relieved I was proven innocent, but there's this heavy sadness that's taken over our family. My kids lost their grandfather. My husband lost his sense of identity, all because one man's obsession with control and family bloodlines led him to uncover a truth none of us were ever supposed to find. So here I am, asking for advice. How do you move forward when a secret meant to destroy you ends up destroying everything else instead?